Welcome back to Down to Business with V. I'm your host, V, and today we're discussing safeguards for service and how you can avoid home improvement and home repair scams. I have in the studio with me via Zoom, Bryan Clayton. He's the CEO of GreenPal. Bryan, thank you so much for being with us today.
V, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Yes, we had a really interesting first segment. I'm so excited about the information that you shared and about the services that GreenPal offers and how this is a solution to a lot of what we're seeing happening out in the world of fraud and what fraudsters are trying to attempt to do. Let's talk a little bit about how GreenPal protects both homeowners as well as the service providers by using the app and the service.
Yeah, so right off the bat, we protect homeowners from service providers that have bad intentions, that are not in the business, that just want to scam people for money using these old school kind of scamming tactics where give me a deposit and then they just disappear. That actually has been attempted on our platform. And not through the platform, but like they'll get a phone number contact and then text them and ask for like a Zelle or a PayPal or a Venmo. And so it's our job to help educate customers and educate consumers so they know to keep the transaction on the platform, because when the transaction's on the platform, they're protected. There's a guarantee in place. So we protect homeowners from people who just have bad intentions, who maybe they're in the landscaping business, but maybe they thought they might do some scamming on the side or something like that. So that's part of what we do. But we also protect vendors, people in the lawn mowing service, from homeowners who have bad intentions, which, believe it or not, happens. It could be somebody who has a rental property and the grass has grown 5 feet tall, and they will hire somebody to come out and mow it and say at the last minute, hey, I'm going to cancel this appointment and I'm going to give you cash. And then they show up, they do all of the work, and then they disappear. We've seen that happen. So we've had to educate vendors, keep the transaction on the platform, because then you're safeguarded against this thing going bad. And so there's consumers that have bad intentions as well, that we've had to kind of sideline and figure out controls. And in the early days, it was very much like whack-a-mole when these things would happen. We would see an instance of fraud, and we would respond to it and deal with it. And then we began trying to code these things into different scenarios, and where we ended up was like maybe 6 or 7 kind of use cases for fraud. And then we started to develop systems and routines on how to prevent those things from happening, and respond to them and deal with them in kind of like buckets almost. It took a while to figure out, but it became important about year 1 or 2.
Yeah, absolutely.